Hey Soul Tribe, welcome to today's show, our mystical oracle reading. There is a lot of exciting astrology happening for this week. So let's get into it. And I can see everyone here. See you all. Oh, so much soul family. I love this. Thank you guys for joining us. And I don't know if any of you saw, I actually have, let me pop this up before we get into it. I have something exciting that I just posted on YouTube will be coming up. Let me see if it's presented just yet. Okay. So it should be coming up in the live section. I've just posted this one. So this is coming up. This will be on Thursday night for you guys. And it'll be on my Friday here at 11 a.m. So I think that might be perhaps like 8 or 9 p.m. for Eastern time zone. So we're going to be making witches bottles and spell jars. So this is what we talked about on my last live that you guys caught. So yeah, get your little potion bottles ready. I do love the ones that have the cork that you can pop in the top, whether you're making a small one or you're making a big one, if you want to get some little charms and things to go with it. So you want some kind of like symbol that you can put into this little witch's bottle, or maybe some herbs that are to do with or associated with your intention. And of course, you can use the beautiful potion. So say, for example, you're making an abundance potion, you can put your abundance potion in the actual bottle. So we're going to be maybe writing a little bit and putting little scrolls inside these bottles. It's going to be so much fun. But what you'll need is your bottle, your potion, or your herbs that you're going to place in there. And we will go through them. So if you can't get everything together for this show, you'll be able to replay and gather all the ingredients that you need, because I'm going to be helping specifically tailor it to questions and things too. And talking about the different, things that you would like to manifest, and we'll expand on that. But you do want a candle as well, because we're also going to be sealing off this witch's bottle with some wax, so we can use a candle for that. You, of course, will want something to light your candle with. But yeah, it's going to be so much fun. So have a think through the week. You've got a few days to prepare and think about what you really want to channel and focus your energy and intention on. And it was so much fun doing a bit of manifesting work with you guys the other day. I can't wait to do this one. I actually bumped it forward into my plan. I had a whole heap of other shows ahead, and I thought, no, this will be right after the solar eclipse too, because we don't want to really be doing manifestation in the solar eclipse period, and we'll get to that. Let me just bring out my little notes to make sure that we cover everything too. Okay. And let me just check my other window. Oh, so yeah, please hit that notification button, whether you're on Soul Alchemy Potions or whether you're following on Solreta Antaria, my other channel. And remember that we have starseed readings and mystical oracle readings and the holistic wellness available too. So please use the discount code Jupiter, and let me know if I can help you with anything, whether there's questions you want to look into, or you want to look deeper into manifestation or the ET side of things. We do aura drawings, cards, and talk to spirit. So a lot of fun. And let me just see my little notes that I've got. Oh, actually, I want to share something with you guys. This is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, this is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to do this with you. And the more of you can join live and put your questions in the all caps. Oh, and do remember that tomorrow we have live questions from the audience tribe. So please jump in tomorrow. And if you've got any questions, I would love to answer them. Let me just bring up this screen share. And I'm just going to look in to see which one I had, guys. Oh, here we go. Okay. Just warning you, there is a swear word for those that are sensitive to swearing. And here it is. So this was just a funny, cute thing I wanted to share.
This is a message from Mortis in a course-correcting giant cube out in space discovered by the James Webb Telescope. Hurry up. These motherfuckers are getting out of control, all right? We can't even afford food or gas to drive our vehicles that transport us across the surface. If you get here, bro, take them out. If they try to greet you, bro, and say, oh, I'm the leader of this free world, smoke them. Smoke them, bro. Smoke them with the laser. Smoke them with the tractor beam. I don't care, bro. Take all the motherfuckers out and then come talk to me.
So that was just a funny one that I came across this morning. And this is connected to do with the second moon that we're having come in, this asteroid, which interestingly enough was coming towards Earth and then changed me. So how many asteroids do we know that will do that? Really, really strange. We're going to have it with us from today until 25th of November. So what this means astrologically, think about how intense the moon energy and think about how it could intensify. So I do have also, I found, let me just pop up my little screen share. So you want to make sure that if there's things that you've perhaps like holding in, it's not really a good time to go and like talk to people or to spill secrets. It's really about like composure for the next stage that we're in. So yeah, it's going to go on to the 25th of November. So I'm actually going to be in the States while this is happening. Let me just see what page I had next to share with you guys. So this is, if you want to look this up like later, it is the Hindu sustained times, and it's the astrology, the lunar surge, and what this little mini moon, it's the asteroid called PT5 or the mini moon. So it's going to be pulled into Earth's orbit and it's going to revolve alongside Earth until November 25th, as we said. But yeah, it is about like bracing yourself. It's definitely going to increase the lunacy here. So imagine that. So also notice, this is more where we see accidents, lunacy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I felt to my turquoise today. But it's also going to be a time to, I'll get into the eclipse side of it, but you just want to be careful when you're out and about, especially if people are unbalanced, because we know that moon energies can also bring extra unbalance. But let me read these to you. So for Aries, what this means is usually full of energy and ready to act, but during this period, it will be a time to turn inward. The lunar energy will assist you in tuning into a deeper self and clearly understanding what really matters to you. So there's no need to run from one task to another without thinking about what you want. Set specific intentions. It could be professional, financial, spiritual. Write down what it is that you want, and the energy will enhance your concentration, and you will be able to see what is required to get there. So it sounds like it could be productive for Aries with this second moon. For Taurus, this is the time to analyze your spending patterns and financial behavior. Reflect on whether you're progressing towards the life that you want, or if changes are required. Then establish measurable targets. Perhaps you need to begin a new investment plan or have an eye on major purpose, or build up an even bigger reserve for emergencies. Be persistent. Do not give up easily. The mini moon will enhance your capacity for strategic planning. Gemini, this can assist your decision making and help you determine which of your goals are more important and which can wait. Do not get lost in too many options. Try to consider a few directions corresponding to your strategic plan. This energy will assist you in recognizing opportunities that you thought that never existed in the first place. So it's going to help you to spot those little gems out and present new opportunities. So be prepared for change, of course, of action each time something new appears on the horizon. Cancer, this mini moon will get you emotionally in touch with yourself in a way that can be both wonderful and difficult. Focus on your emotional state. Give yourself permission to think and feel about your emotional needs. Taking care of emotional self will enable you to understand what makes you happy, what is the relationship with family and friends, and setting barriers that shield you against negative energy. Emotional stability will ensure set or achieve your goals. Leo, so this is not a time to chase for external validation or to build your but to build your creative potential from within. Spend time on things that let you be creative. But by aligning yourself with growth through creativity, you will prepare for dealing with issues that create more of what you want, whether you're pursuing a particular goal at work, developing a new interest, or thinking about change of career or dream. Do not lose sight of the principles that will guide you. So Virgo, this mini moon will help you fine-tune the mechanisms that help keep you rooted. This lunar energy can guide you to check where discipline is lacking, whether it's your job, physical well-being, spiritual development. Reflect on how some of your routines are helpful or not as you progress with changing them. Small changes that can produce significant results. Rearrange your schedule and create harmony. Libra, this mini moon is excellent chance to think about how your relationships support or lack of emotionality. Is there particular area in life to enhance communication where is it beneficial to establish new boundaries? This is time to engage in communication with one you love. The lunar energy will assist in you being more assertive and at the same time more receptive to other people's concerns. This mini moon ensures that you get the love and attention that you deserve. So do have a look into your main sign and your moon sign as well. I also would maybe perhaps look into where you also have Mercury, like where your mind's at in your chart, and looking at how that combines with your moon energy too. So Scorpio, it is the time of deep emotional change. You might be overwhelmed or face issues that you have not dealt with, or things that you make you feel more emotional. Don't run away from these feelings, but try to underestimate them. Make up for lost time and heal emotionally. Tell people how you feel and do not be scared to be yourself in front of them. When you accept change in emotional state, you can achieve personal development and allow changes to become much stronger and more truthful. So you love knowledge and traveling, and the mini moon will only make your passion bigger. The increase in lunar energy will help you tap into your instinctive need to grow and help you to find ways where others are bound to find walls. Set goals that are in harmony with your vision. The energy of the mini moon will assist you in working towards the manifestation of these new opportunities. However, be careful of your tendency to move from one thing to the next. Make a concrete plan to manifest your dreams. Capricorn, you will be in charge with a new focus, be consistent with your ambition. The lunar energy is good for understanding what is important, where one needs to focus one's energy. Use this time to decompose your goals into operational objectives. Since you are organized person, this additional lunar energy helps you to plan in detail. So it may be more important to return to a previous project or goal that may have been left abandoned, so that you make slow but sure progress. Sounds a little bit ADHD, that one. So yeah, Aquarius, you may experience creative stimulus, particularly innovating in your job, neighborhood, or family. Energy should be utilized to work on unique projects. It is a new technological concept, a social cause, or community work. Now is the time to make big leaps. This period will also help you to desire to mingle with people who have similar thinking. The mini moon can be a great opportunity to turn a good idea into a great action. Pisces, the mini moon will enhance your already existing sensitivity to your inner world. You may also be more in touch with your feelings, subconscious, spirituality during this time. This is a great time to unleash your creativity through writing, music, any other activity. And that's also, we see this with the Libra new moon as well, and the eclipse coming up with the solar energy. So if there are any issues of bitterness towards some sort of pain that you've never really dealt with, the lunar energy will assist you to move on. So this little write-up was from Niraj Janakar, which is a Vedic astrologer. So with this, you might want to look into your Vedic lunar sign. So because it is a little bit different to Western as well, but just a little interesting share. And I also want to share this one. Let me just collapse some of these so that I know what I'm sharing with you guys. Okay. So this is a little bit about, let me just...
With the total eclipse of 2024, I have some great news for you. There is another eclipse this year. The bad news, fewer people will be in its path. Here's what to know about the annular eclipse that will occur on October 2nd, 2024. An annular eclipse is no less spectacular than a total eclipse, but it is different. Because of the positioning of the sun and moon relative to Earth, during an annular eclipse, the moon doesn't completely block out the sun in the Earth's sky. Instead, there's a ring of sun visible around the moon, hence why these eclipses are a ring of fire eclipse. Note that this means it is never safe to take off your eclipse glasses or solar protection. This eclipse will only be visible across the Pacific Ocean, parts of South America, and in Antarctica. For the full ring of fire experience, you'll need to be in a narrow corridor across southern Chile or Argentina, where the annular eclipse will last an astounding 7 minutes and 52 seconds. If you enjoyed the total...
Okay, so I just thought that was a really great video, just explaining, yeah. Let me just see, I think there was another as well. Oh no, let me close this. All right, so I'm just going to go over a few of my notes that I made around this so that we've made sure that we get all the astrology up front first before we have a look into the cards. Thanks guys. And yeah, so we're going to have the second moon. So that's going to be until November 25th, pretty much from now on. So notice how you're feeling. Try not to get too into this inward feeling or emotion. So we want to make sure that we've got a clear mind, because sometimes the moon will come in to make us a bit more extra emotional. So solar eclipse will happen on 2nd of October. It's going to last for about 6 hours. Will coincide with the new moon in Libra as well. And we also have the witch's bottle that we talked about already. So yeah, with this new moon in Libra, it's going to be closely conjunct the south node of the moon at 6 degrees of Libra as well. So with this, I've also put the new moon's proximity nodes will also be in perfect alignment to allow the sun, moon, and earth to form this eclipse. So that's sort of how that's happening on a technical level. I think the video explains it a bit better than I do. But anyway, we're going to have a halo of light, which will be referred to as the ring of fire. So this will also be very interesting, knowing also too that with extra moon energy coming in, sometimes we can see earth changes, water and things also coming in. It would be interesting to have a look into I think it's some of the, I'm trying to get this right, it might be Neptune. There's one planet in particular that also is connected with water and things. Yes, definitely, Tim. So you can use a mason jar for your witch's bottle, or an old coffee jar or a jam jar, peanut butter, whatever you guys want to use, or you can get in the dollar store, the little ones with the corks too, or in some like the craft supply stores, they also have them, I've seen. Yeah, how exciting is it, Marie? So staying with the eclipse and the mini moon. So essentially with this almost conjunct energy that we have with the south node, with our south node, it's things from the past, and it's things that we need to let go of and been working through. Yes, that's the one. So yeah, Neptune ruling the oceans. I haven't checked in to see where Neptune's at and what's happening, but with this extra energy towards moon and oceans, it will be interesting. Hey, Seema, as well. Awesome. Corbin saves the little spice jars. That is perfect. That is a perfect option. Even if you need to perhaps use a little bit more spice between now and then, you have a jar. But yeah, so with this, we've had Black Moon Lilith coming in over the little bit, whether she's come in the 3-card picks that I've done, and even in the astrology. So there really has been a working of letting go of things. There's also with some of the astrology too, we're seeing where with this, we also have some of the woo kind of shadow side still coming up. So this is about like embracing the witchier part of you. Weirdly enough, the last couple of videos I've done, for some weird reason, I've felt to wear black. I'm usually a pink girl, as you guys know, to put turquoise in too. But yeah, let me just see what else I've got written. But yeah, it's not a time to really work leading up to this phase, and with this eclipse, it's not really a time to do your part in manifestation work. Nice, the bottle episode that we're doing together after the eclipse, because I did think, oh, should I put it in? But yeah, you're not really supposed to be doing big manifestation work. We're going to be purging and letting go of stuff. So it's a time for really letting go with you. This eclipse energy will also, oh, perfect. So yeah, we're going to be preparing and tapping into the next 6 months. So set your intentions for what you want to purge, what you don't want to take with you into the next 6 months. This is about divine feminine energy, releasing things that were hidden or things that whipped up when we're looking into the Black Moon Lilith energy too. So for me, it's more about getting into like the witchier side of things. And that's why I'm going to be doing more fun little exercises and, spell jars and things like that with you. I just feel it's this childhood part of myself and past life part of myself too. Thank you, Peggy. You had such an intelligent, beautiful soul tribe. So Peggy says Neptune will is in Pisces, wet, wet, wet. Yes, so it can be an interesting time on the earth. So the other thing that I've also written, this is about us tapping into our dark shadow self. So have fun with it. See what comes up. See what, with the dark moon Lilith, it's things that were suppressed in us or things that were being tapped on our hand and told to, to hide or sort of push to the back of the closet, or things that are not as acceptable. So it's time to bring that woo, to bring that out, without getting into the deeper, witchier woo feminine energy. So we're more going to be stepping into the feminine. It's more the feminine, like wisdom and kind of like womb space energy coming back to the earth and to the surface. So you also want to work with where your dark moon Lilith placement is in your chart. Out. I can see he was cutting out. And Jake, yeah, for anyone wanting hypnotic regressions, great time to work with past lives and healing and what's in the depths. So yeah, please connect with Jake. And it's such a perfect timing for this. And I've actually been feeling it too. I'm like, oh, should I get another hypnotic regression? It's been in the back of my mind for the last few months. And it's just something that's come to the surface a little bit more this week. So it's definitely a time for that. The other thing too is we're in this energy where we're balancing out the Venus, that lighter feminine, that loving sort of more balanced aspect with the dark feminine. So this is kind of where we're meeting in the middle with this as well. And I can see Lorianne saying, I have a foot cleaning jar marinating with vinegar, coarse salt, and peppercorns. Just before, use add water and soak the feet in the basin for 20 minutes, grounding before a ritual. I love that. And this is what I love about our soul tribe and our space, that we share things that work for us, and we all have different tools and techniques. So that sounds like a really beautiful cleansing ritual. And let me see if there's anything that we need to mention before tapping into the cards. I think I've covered everything that we needed to look into astrologically. But yeah, I love that video that I shared at the start with potentially it being a UFO. Okay, let's have a look into what Spirit wants to share with us for this week ahead. The words that they're giving me is, I do feel that the astrology is definitely governing us. That's the words that are coming through. I keep hearing astrology governing us. So really, if we can have our heads up around that, and Julie from Mason Jupiter has put together some really great videos that are, important to watch to gain more full understanding, much deeper than what I can go into in this as well. So we have 6 cards coming out, and I will feel into these before we flip them over. So what I do see present in this vision is the sun's energy really kind of shining in. So I do feel this is really about tapping into the sun. I'm also hearing and seeing the word exposure. So whether this is also going to shine more light, or perhaps we'll see things that were perhaps hidden. So yeah, we could see more controversial side of things coming out. In one of my last readings that I did for someone, I also saw around like election things and that certain interesting things coming up. It's like we're further going to continue to purge. So, oh yeah, definitely. Solar weather incoming as well. And it will be interesting to take note of the Schumann frequencies that happen in this particular period of time. So what we have, we've definitely got this energy of working with your Venus and your Black Moon Lilith coming up as advice for this week. And I can see Tim saying, if not this time, eventually one of the space anomalies will have galactic visitors on it. Yes, definitely. And it's not to say that they don't have, Barry Littleton talks about this in some of his videos, Pyrons. Look at the beautiful, did you guys see that? I have. This is a little rainbow lorikeet that we have here in Australia. And just off to the side, hopefully coming in, we have a red rosella, which is a little parrot as well. But hopefully they'll show themselves and pop up. They're so beautiful. Okay. So anyway, the first card that we have is the Seven of Wands. So be prepared for a bit of an incoming spiritual battle. We see Mars and Leo. So heightened times ahead. There's the Rosella. See that little red one? Isn't it gorgeous? Wish I could zoom in my screen to show you guys, but they're such beautiful. They're like quite sensitive little birds too. So Seven of Wands, be prepared. And this for me, a Seven of Wands is like where we're sort of spiritually defending ourselves too. And we have a Four of Cups. So secrets coming out, things that were hidden, things that we've tried to ignore and push to the back. So this might be your secrets spilling out. It could be other people's secrets spilling out. It could be about being careful to keep secret. If you made secrets or pacts with best friends or family, just be careful that you're not spilling the beans on things that people want you to keep private. But with this Four of Cups energy, this is also sometimes when we're sitting in the storm. So we're trying to pretend everything's good. We're trying to, sit and hold peace in sometimes not peaceful situations. So this is also sometimes a card for me that represents addressing health. And looking into things that we can do for detox, looking into things that we can do to strengthen our organ systems. And we have the card of alchemy right in the center. So I do feel this is that, as we were saying, working with Venus, working with Black Moon Lilith, finding this middle ground or this balance. I actually feel this is rediscovering who you are or reassigning a character in your script. So this little astrological script that we get given here while we're on Earth. But yeah, Queen of Swords too. So she's also about truth, freedom, liberation, taking the mask off. So it does feel like a week for hold on to your hat and to wait for things to be revealed. We also have, and I've just been hearing about like the hurricanes and things too. I'm just sending love to anyone that's affected by that and just protection over your beautiful cities and families and homes. We have the Star card. So with this energy too, this is to work with your higher self. There is hope or there is light at the end of the tunnel that we have with this. And we have the Lover's card. So this is looking towards more the end of the week. So I do feel like after we're through a little bit of this eclipse energy and we're through like a bit of the speed bumps, it does feel like there's more hope that things are more harmonious. So as we say, things are happening for us, not to us. So try not to take some of these things personal. And I can see Jake saying, I just got the stomach tea from that place, Dr. Morse. Thank you for the recommendation. Yana had my first cup. I love Dr. Robert Morse. Isn't he amazing? I've followed him for years and years. Probably one of the first people I followed on YouTube in the health sector. He's incredible. Also, if you like him, check out Dr. Robert Kassar. He also has really good, interesting information. Even I think Tyler Tolman got some of his like skin protocol and detox pathway opening protocols from Dr. Robert Kassar when I've looked into different things. So let's clarify these cards. But yeah, it does feel like that we're working with this Lover's card. They're asking me to clarify this in particular. We have Temperance. So divine timing and the Six of Wands. There could be readjustment or timelines or some relationship changes and endings that we're seeing perhaps for the end of the week. So different things that come up. Remember, they might not be happening to us, but they might be happening for us. Awesome. Yeah, how cool are they? And I'm trying to think of his name. I can see his face. John Rose. He's also another good one that's been around talking detox for like the last 30 something years. And Dr. McCullough, yay. You guys are speaking my language. So what we do have for the Lovers card, there could be a few new beginnings for a couple of people at the moment, but Page of Coins, this is also looking at like where you're investing. And I feel there's a very inward side of investing on self. It is the Victory card, even though we're seeing timeline changes and things too. So this is about follow your heart, follow your own inner guidance, your own inner leadership. Yes, it's a me. It's amazing. So, oh, we've got some little, I think they're doves that are joining us now. Bit hard to see in my view or my window. There we go. I must have had it off kilter. Let us have a look into the Avalon deck and see what is also coming out. Okay, they also want something out of this deck too. Let me just grab, I'm getting a few decks at once. All right, so let's do the Avalon deck first and see what, they're saying what the heads up is for this week. Okay, as I say those words, I do see this asteroid energy there. Let me feel into it. So I do sort of see like a little bit more kind of like chaotic type energies, but I almost feel like it's people bursting out with different things. And it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was going to say that. So I really do feel it's sort of to keep tight lips on things. I love Lisa as well. She's a gorgeous person and just so authentic, such a beautiful, beautiful soul, really making this world a better place. And thanks, Tim. Well, I look forward to it. I love being with you guys. And that's why, I'm doing more shows and talking about topics that I love. And I just love sharing with you guys. So what we have is the Death card as the first one, but it's followed by Joy. Hey, Corey. Thank you. That's so sweet. So yeah, we've got the Death card followed by Joy. So certain things that are going to be happening for us, it might not feel so good at the time, but it will bring lighter things after. We also have the Cat followed by the Wasp in the Avalon deck. So let me read these individually. So independence, healthy boundaries. So as we were saying before, perhaps like a few relationship stuff's ending. With the Wasp, anger, retaliation and jealousy. So as we said, like be careful. You might want to keep like a tight lip if there's things that you don't want to come out, or if there's, this just looks a little bit sort of chaotic for this week. Looking into the Avalon deck with different things that could be coming out. I mean, we know that the Wasp has a sharp sting, and we know like with the cats as well, that, you can pat and pat and pat, and then all of a sudden they'll launch into attack. So just to keep that in mind, with the boundaries and having healthy boundaries with relationships. Thank you. You guys are so beautiful. Well, I love you taking time out to spend time with me here as well. Corbin, that is hilarious. So Corbin's saying, I wish my cat was more independent. Yes, please do keep us posted. Let us know, because I haven't tried Dr. Morse's herbs, but I've always wanted to. So we're going to clarify. Awesome. I can see Tim saying Roscoe does that too. Let's have a look. All right. So clarifying with, I need to look up the name of this. It's the black and white deck. So again, they're clarifying around this asteroid type energy. We have the Daughter of Pentacles. We have the Six of Disc in reverse. We have meditation energy, the Tower in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So, I just got like a weird sharp spike almost like sword-like feeling in my back on the right-hand side. So there might be sharp sort of like things coming up to do with future. Right where I felt it was around the scapular area. So our scapular is that, reaching up or reaching out. There might be something sort of restricting our movement or feeling that it's harder to sort of reach out with some of these things. But essentially, it's that same saying of this is really happening for us. We actually need, this is the detox on a soul level. It's the detox to purge things out. And it's trying to release more parasites. So I know we're seeing that with a lot of the Hollywood news and things coming forth. I don't watch TV, but I hear from, Facebook and different things and all the Hollywood stuff happening. But Daughter of Pentacles, she is one with nature. So that is the advice that I would have for you guys this week. Not to focus on having to feel like we have to have things done, tied off and finished, because the Six of Disc, it's Taurus energy with the moon, but we're seeing it in reverse. It is known as the card of success, and it more is sort of a stability energy. So things are not going to necessarily be feeling so stable. Four of Swords, meditation, intuition, go within, make time to hibernate, make time to meditate. This is really protecting your beautiful, sensitive souls, and make time to connect in with your intuition and higher self as well. Yay, Tower card in reverse. So again, remembering the Tower card, I talk about the Hebrew glyph per that's associated with this, which is your words are as precious as gold. So never speak them haphazardly. You don't want to throw your words around this week. You want to preserve. I would inwardly be saying your mantras, be saying like your affirmations, working with like your inward self-development this week. Try not to let anyone else come in with their chaotic energy. We also have Ace of Swords, so a lot more truth also coming out. Ace of Swords is pay attention to like what God is saying to you, what your guides are saying that love you unconditionally, of course. You only want to work with those ones, and what your soul is speaking to you. So as we saw in some of the astrology, even though it's a Vedic astrology, so do look up your Vedic moon sign. Sorry if I didn't state that at the start. I forgot. I did say it was from I think a Hindu site, but yeah, with the Vedic as well, this is our soul mission stuff connected with the moon. So you will find that moon message, if you look up your Vedic sign too, will more be talking about like your purpose and your work here on a soul level as well. And let me see. Yes, definitely. A lot of people like purging and releasing is what we're going to see more of. So whether this is physical stuff as well. Let me just see. Did anyone have any questions around this week, sort of in general? I only have a few moments before I have to like run off somewhere. But yeah, we will be looking into personal questions, but I just feel that there's some kind of question that someone has that's of benefit to our whole soul tribe that maybe I've missed something. So, oh, I think we just had one of those little birds hit the window as we're talking about miss something. So there's something that I've missed, something Spirit wants to give us. Luckily, it still flew off after hitting it, just tapped it lightly. Hey, Unicorn, lovely to have you with us. Anna Lestiel, Emma, and Ken. We've got Debs here, Lorianne. So let me see. Yeah, poor baby. Okay, I'm just going to maybe pick some cards and ask Spirit what I've missed. I just saw my Choose Your Own Adventure. Okay. This one is resonating. Okay. So great question, Lorianne. That one I think might be a bit long to get into with the time that I've got left. But what is the message about the eclipse from Earth? All right, let's have a look. Great question. Thank you, Jake. They're telling me one card for now. Look at this. It's the Star card. I would say that this could even have galactic energy, that perhaps, as we said at the start, with the changing trajectory, we perhaps may not have been told the whole truth with this. And I know there's other sort of more controversial videos talking about ships and things coming in, from light speed away. It is interesting that this has more just been talked about or cited in the recent, the recent last few weeks has only really been more brought up. So let me just see what else comes out with this. Yeah, for some reason it's been hidden until now. And we have a card of failure. but it doesn't necessarily mean that. That's Saturn energy. So there's powers that be are trying to control or limit what it is that we see. Interesting that there's an earth energy too. So from an earth point of view, we're being told that it's one thing, but perhaps it's another. The other thing we see is a knight of disc. This could be slow disclosure as well. So, oh, and let me just check in with this one really quick. So Corey is saying, can you tell me more about, or tell us more about the upcoming solar flash? Ace of disc. So this is literally like a sign coming in or a message for a higher power anchoring here. It's also a new beginning too. So with this, see how this is like a womb space energy with cellular activation. There's something with the solar flash energy too that's also purging things out. I get a lot of light body energy with this, which is why we're also feeling that yeah, we're going to have beautiful energy. So, you know, with the detox, you get the die-off effect of parasites, you get the headaches and things coming up. But yeah, with the solar flash energy, this is activating our DNA, is what I'm seeing with this. So yeah, really, really beautiful. Let me just check. You guys always have really interesting comments. Interesting. Okay. So I hope you've enjoyed today. Oh, I'll just answer this one quickly. So how close will it come to Earth? We've got 3 cups. So this is pretty close, like if we're looking in terms of distance, but we see the Wheel of Fortune. So this is it's often what I call a destiny alignment card as well. A 3 of Cups, though, is interesting because I see this as a reunion with soul family. So it could be more sort of like ET based. It could be more like sort of galactic energy also coming through. Interesting. But thank you so much for joining me. Oh, and let me give you guys the reminder for tomorrow's show, what time that starts. So please highlight your questions that come up in all caps so that we can have a look into things. And remember, I have personal readings available on mesonjupiter.com. I have the Insight Timer meditations up as well on my teacher profile. And you'll also find the meditations here on YouTube. But this is the one that you want to hit that notification bell after this show finishes. It's live tomorrow in 21 hours. So yeah, just mark it on your calendar. Please come in with your questions. I will try and spend as much time as I can with you guys tomorrow. And I love you all very much. And I can't wait to be with you again. All right, have a beautiful night.